welcome to an international break edition of the Studs Up podcast. This is episode 11. My name is Ryan.
Garrett is here.
And Evan Jaco is here.
As usual. Today we're going to be talking about the preview of Chelsea-Manchester United, England destroying Spain in the International whatever cup, and
UEFA Nations League.
UEFA Nations League.
The UEFA whatever cup.
I didn't even say UEFA, I said international. And we'll also be potentially adding one more player into the Studs Up Premier League Hall of Fame. So first off, it's the first game of the year since Studs Up started that two of our teams are playing against each other. Yeah. So Mohammed, obviously as a Chelsea fan, do you have any strong thoughts going into this game? Are you a little bit nervous? I've completely, just to preface what I'm going to say is, I don't care at this point. Because the season's basically over.
Well, that sucks. But as a Chelsea fan, since Roman Abramovich brought in all the money, I'd say that this is a huge game for us. I feel that we're going to sell a lot of shirts, a lot of merchandise.
Yeah.
It's going to be a financial takeover, pretty much. We're going to be making a lot of money, and that's kind of all that matters.
Great. Now, how do you really feel about the game?
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be... honestly, this might be my favorite game of the season so far, just because it might... Imagine this. Mourinho's last game as a United manager is against Chelsea.
Yeah.
But like we talked about last time, I don't think this will be it since they have Juventus midweek.
It would be poetic justice. But, like Garrett said, yeah, with Juventus on Tuesday, I think, or whenever that is, I don't think it would be wise to leave Michael Carrick in charge for any period of time. I think if they were going to sack Mourinho, they should have done it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday evening.
Do you think he's going to ride off? Do you think he's going to ride off for the season, or probably until, like, Christmas, January?
Historically, it's always been, at least for the last two managers, it has been since top four is mathematically impossible, and I've seen nothing of the board to presume that they wouldn't do it like that. So it's probably going to be until top four is mathematically impossible. Depends, though. We could go after that Newcastle win. They could just go in and win the league. We could come into Stamford Bridge and steamroll.
Mathematically, you could win the league any day now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
magically, it won't happen. I'm really excited for the game. I can't wait to see Jose Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge, because maybe last season Chelsea wasn't. Well, no, 2 seasons ago Chelsea wasn't as warm to Jose Mourinho after he left.
Yeah. So do you think they'll be warmer now or less warm?
Yeah, I think they're going to be warmer than when he managed. just because of the situation that United are in. I think they're going to
feel a little bit sorry for the guy.
It's just going to be a Jose Mourinho chance all along Stamford Bridge at the shed end. So I can't wait to hear those.
Yeah, of course. I think so. This is one of those games that it's so hard to predict these type of games, regardless of whether this was in February and the seasons went the same way that they're continuing to go, with Chelsea top unbeaten and United like mid-table. You still can't say, yeah, Chelsea are going to win this one. Because
no.
It's the same with any top six playing each other. Maybe not this season, because we saw Tottenham destroy United at Old Trafford, but you can't. It's very tough to predict, especially coming off the back of an international break. It is the early game, so Garrett, I'm presuming you will wake up for it, 6:30 a.m. Central Time.
6:30 a.m.
Actually, I probably will be awake because we're moving in this weekend, so I'm going to be early putting shit together.
Yep. So it'll be on in the background, and then you'll have to sit down for City's game against Burnley.
Yeah, regardless, I'm going to be chatting shit to someone.
Well, Chelsea has been undefeated since the Community Shield, if you consider that a competition?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure I consider... Well, it is a competition, because it happened in real life.
Yeah, it also counts. Yeah, it is a competition. It counts as goals and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chelsea's been undefeated since August.
Yeah, and so 3 teams unbeaten right now: City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, all on 20 points.
Same record.
It's goal difference that separates them. Chelsea obviously with their superior one. City with the superior one, sorry.
Yeah, City with the superior one. I wonder last season how long it took took 3 teams to stay undefeated.
City were the only ones that stayed undefeated for the longest time, and I think it was after game 4 or 5. I think they were the only ones, maybe. I could be mistaken, but I think it was Liverpool that gave them their first loss.
Yeah, but that wasn't until December, I don't think.
Yeah, it took a long time.
It took a long time. It took a long time for City, but it took a really short time for everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And I think it's probably due to City.
That's what we do, baby.
Have you guys realized that Wolves has only had 6 goals scored against them? Holy shit!
Holy shit! Yeah.
As well as Crystal Palace, 9 goals against, but they're 14th. That's 3 away from relegation.
Yeah. Well, they've only scored 5.
Still, if they scored 0, it's 9 goals against, and they're 14th. It's kind of semi-impressive.
Yeah, once Zaha leaves at Christmas, though, they're spooked. I think he's a Tottenham player.
I was just about to say, imagine him going to Tottenham.
No, I think he's a Tottenham player.
You're not going to go to Arsenal.
No. If he goes to Arsenal, their attack is so fast. They've got the fastest attack in the land.
Fastest attack, and they have Mesut Ozil.
I think it was game week 10.
When we lost?
No, when United lost. It was either game week 9 or 10 when United lost for the first time, and that's when City started to pull away.
When we beat you?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't know if that was your first loss of the season.
No, it wasn't, because we actually beat Tottenham that weekend. Hold on a sec.
Fulham, the most generous EPL team.
Why? 21 goals against?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
I really thought they were going to turn up something. I thought they were going to do something semi-decent this year.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised Huddersfield is doing as bad as they are.
I think it might have been the Studs Up podcast, and specifically me, that
your prediction.
That maybe jinxed Fulham a little bit, so I apologize to
I still can't believe Newcastle is still not winning.
Well, they're a terrible team, and the only 45 minutes that they looked good was against United, and then they fell apart.
Yeah, Kennedy's doing pretty well for him. I'm pretty happy he's getting regular team football. As a Chelsea fan, you don't really see. He's not a youth player because he obviously didn't come through the academy, but he's young. So it's nice seeing a Chelsea player that is young do something with their lives.
Actually, I think he's a Newcastle player.
Did they get purchased? No, it was another loan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's another loan.
Oh, I thought they bought him.
I'm sure they're gonna buy him at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Yeah, I'm 99.9% sure he's gonna get bought.
Yeah.
It's also absolutely disgusting that I can Google these players and it says born 1996. What is that about?
Well, Phil Foden was born in 2000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick of it.
He doesn't even remember Hey Arnold.
Bro. Did you even watch Rocket Power?
Rocket Power. Woogity.
That show was the shit.
I don't think we had that in England.
Yeah, you guys had... I can't think of an English joke right now, but it would have been a funny one.
Sure.
Okay, elsewhere in the Premier League, West
Kurt
Ham play Tottenham.
Kurt Zuma's still in Everton, and he's still doing bad.
You never truly recover from a terrible leg break like that. It's a shame.
I feel so bad. Another player who is unbelievably overhyped, overrated is Mateo Kovacic.
Are you doing this to preface the loss was the eventual loss at the weekend? You're going to blame it on Kovacic, and then next week when we do the podcast, you're going to be like, "Oh, I said it. I told you."
No, I have a bone to pick with him because I also have a bone to pick with Fox Soccer because it's the worst programming of anything that has to do with soccer, period. They literally put a picture out a few weeks ago saying the deadliest midfield trio in the world: Modric, Rakitic, and
I saw that.
Kovacic. I was like, are you fucking high? Are you insane? Okay, first of all, Modric is unbelievable.
He's overhyped.
Oh, either we're probably gonna get banned from the internet if we talk anything about him, because he absolutely deserves the Ballon d'Or for whatever reason.
No, see, this is why I like these international break episodes, because we feel like we can have an argument with each other about absolutely anything, not necessarily the Premier League. And I believe that Modric is overhyped.
I feel that he is very, very good. And you can't take that away from him, that all of the accomplishments and blah, 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 blah. But Cristiano Ronaldo needs to win the Ballon d'Or, period.
Yeah, I mean, watch what Luka Modric does without Cristiano Ronaldo this year.
And I'm sure he'll still do good. He's going to do good. He's a very good player. You know, he's a solid player. Does what he does. But he's not like this football god that people put him out to be. The only reason, my argument is this: he's being put up for nomination because he took Croatia to the to the finals of the World Cup, right?
If that's
Pretty
what
much.
I was just about to say. If England win that game and Croatia go home and England go to the final,
He's out of the conversation.
Modric doesn't get into that discussion anymore.
But the thing is, so he won. Because first of all, fuck what you do, like, competition wise. Unless you win, I'm like, what is a silver medal worth?
Right.
Nothing. It's worth piss. Frank Ribéry won 4 trophies in, I think, 2013? One of those years, 2013, 14, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Frank Ribéry won 4 trophies. Bayern won the, what would it be, quadruple? Yeah, the quadruple that year. They won the Champions League, they won the Bundesliga, they won the Polka,
whatever it is,
and then their other league cup. They won 4 trophies, and my man's was overlooked and wasn't given it to him. No one gave it to him. They gave it to, I think, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. I can't remember. I think it was Cristiano.
Probably Messi.
Well, one of the two.
Well, yeah. No, it was Messi. They gave it to Messi and not him. He raged. He was just like, I won 4 trophies. I did everything that a person could win. I didn't fucking push my team farther into the European Championship. So, like, they didn't go very far. France didn't go very far. And he was not given the title. And he was like, I deserve this title. I won everything. And that was the argument. No, well, you didn't score as many goals as Cristiano. You didn't contribute to as much as Cristiano. Where Cristiano Ronaldo obviously didn't win the league. He didn't win. I don't know if they won the Copa del Rey. He didn't win the Champions League, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't win the European Cup. So Frank Ribéry had a better season than Cristiano Ronaldo. He won everything. Cristiano did not win everything. And whoever was given the title was overlooked, where Frank Ribéry was overlooked. Now, Modric won everything just as much as Cristiano Ronaldo did. But the fact that he just got put into the finals of the World Cup, he deserves it over Cristiano Ronaldo, who had arguably one of the best seasons of his career.
Okay. But we also saw how much of a team effort that was for Croatia, and how.
Yeah, it was every single player on that field.
Let's talk about Modric really quick at club level, and his over the course of his entire career. 497 appearances, 51 goals, 89 assists. That is very underwhelming for somebody that is being put on a pedestal alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, especially when players like Immobile miss out and have one of the best seasons of their entire lives.
Yeah.
If you want to do stats, based on that, Mesut Ozil is a better midfielder than he is.
Than Modric?
If you do stats alone.
Well, I mean, statistically, I think in Modric's in Ozil's prime, he probably was better than Modric. Right, not anymore. Not in that team. Not in the role that he currently plays. But when Ozil was in his pure prime, I think he is a better player than Luka Modric.
Yeah, I think there's just too much. There's the hype train's going, and it's the same fans that gave Mo Salah the Puskas Award that are doing the same thing about Modric.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Kevin De Bruyne than Modric in my team.
I'd rather have Marcus
Of
Alonso.
course you would. The only reason that Modric is going to win it is because he got to the final of the World Cup. That's fair. I understand that. He made it. Great achievement.
If England got to the semifinals of the World Cup, Harry Kane would not be on the shortlist. Maybe he'd be top 10.
Did Harry Kane make the shortlist?
Yeah, bro. Of course he did. The shortlist is out of 30 players.
Okay. I mean, I think it's all a joke anyway. It's a giant joke. I mean, why aren't we talking about Mbappe won the World Cup? Why aren't we talking about him being the winner? He is one of the favorites, though. To be
and he's fucking what, 18 years old?
Younger than Rashford.
Yeah.
He's younger than Rashford, and he has won everything besides the Champions League right now. That's all he needs.
I think it's going to be good for the Ballon d'Or to have it mixed up. There hasn't been a different winner since 2007. So
yeah. Who won in 2007?
Kaká.
Kaká,
yeah.
So it's obviously nice to have a new winner and maybe like usher in a new era of the Ballon d'Or. But it's still the shortlist itself is still pisses people off. It's still a joke. The fact that you have the goalkeepers that made it to the list didn't include David De Gea is absolutely ridiculous, and not just coming from a Manchester United fan. You have to admit he's been the best goalkeeper in the world this year, and for him to not make it, probably mainly based on team performance.
I'd rather have Rob Green.
Fuck you.
Bro, who was it? Courtois did not get into the team of the year.
But he was voted the goalkeeper of the year, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to have David De Gea be in the goalkeeper in the team of the year and then not vote him as goalkeeper of the year, or vice versa, Courtois, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it's the same organization that does it, but just this year and last year and since I can remember, I don't think I've been impressed with any of these votes.
Do you remember when David Luiz was randomly entered? What was it last year that he was put in?
I think so. Yeah, just out of the blue, out of the complete blue for no reason.
And now this year we have Dani Alves.
It just seems like they have to fill this quota.
Statistic? Dani Alves did not only play like 18 games last year, or this year technically.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. He only played like 18 games. Didn't do shit for anyone and anything. Like, how are you still relevant?
It kind of makes me speculate, and this is obviously I'm going to open up a can of worms with a conspiracy theory, but surely the agents have a sway in these players are going to get a bonus from their club and their contract, and the agents will probably get a bonus if their player is nominated for the Ballon d'Or. So I'll give you 10% of the $300,000 that I'm going to make if Dani Alves gets into the shortlist. It's all I genuinely believe there has to be some money involved somewhere, because some of the picks are ridiculous.
And then you have, technically, from what I know, maybe it's changed in the past few years, but from what I've always known, the team of the year is selected by managers and club captains.
Okay.
And so is the winner of the Ballon d'Or.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's the thing anymore. Maybe we're just leaving it open now, and any Real Madrid and Croatian fan could just vote for Luka Modric. I'm sure that's the exact reason Mohamed Salah won the Puskas Award, because every Liverpudlian and Egyptian.
So here we go. I've just found a little bit more information about the Ballon d'Or. It says the list is compiled by the editorial staff of the French publication France Football, with the winner voted for by journalists from around the world. So the original list, the 30-man list, is just compiled by some newspaper website.
Yeah.
So what's stopping an agent or a manager from calling them and saying, hey, this guy has a bonus in his contract if he becomes part of the 30-man list of the Ballon d'Or. We will give you X amount if he is put in. There's no way of knowing that isn't happening right now. And I guarantee that it is.
I say right now, Studs Up puts it out there, and we wait for our manager to say, hey, publicate it. We'll create an LLC in France.
Okay.
And we will put a new list out for the Ballon d'Or, for everything else, and see if anyone's going to bribe us.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
And we could split it, 90 me, 5 and 5 for you guys. I think. Deal?
Deal.
Oh, well, we can do. Whoa! Don't say deal. We'll discuss it.
No, those are good numbers. I like it.
Gary, I'm glad you're in sales. Unpopular opinion: the greatest Premier League moment is when City won the league right underneath the nose of United.
Okay, I don't think that's unpopular.
It's not?
I don't think so.
I thought it would be really unpopular.
Well, I mean, arguably, it's the best moment of Premier League history.
Okay, so, hey guys, let me rephrase that. Very popular opinion. Every time I tell that to anybody, they're like, "Are you fucking joking?" I'm like,
"What do they think? What did they come back with then?"
When United came back against Newcastle and won 3-2.
I agree. Actually, no. I'll take it.
So I actually nearly broke my foot on the day that City beat QPR.
What did you kick
to win the title?
Do you remember when the best player in the Serie A, Edin Dzeko, scored the header?
I do.
How was that? Did you scream?
I screamed like I've never screamed before.
It was the day that I flew home from college.
Oh, no way. For summer?
And I went to the pub, and United were winning the entire time, and City were losing, so it's like, we've done it again. United's game ends 5 minutes before City's, and I think I kicked the wall so hard when Aguero scored that I almost broke my foot.
Watch it and drink it.
Drink it in. God, Martin Tyler has the voice of an angel. I hope he never retires. He just lives on.
Forever and ever.
No, I hope
not.
I
would say that's the best. Arguably, that is the most dramatic moment of Premier League history. One of my favourite moments of all time was Rooney's overhead kick against City.
Oh, of course it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it got voted the best goal in Premier League history. It was voted.
By what? United fans?
Yeah.
By the Premier League.
I disagree.
Ryan said it's been voted by the best.
Sterling's had some better tap-ins than that.
Yeah, it was voted on by the French.
French media. Wayne Rooney made no money that year.
Yeah.
It's been voted the best president. Wowzers in my trousers. I can't speak. I'm not going to say what I was going to try to say for the past 3 minutes. I just can't speak it.
How do you say Kepa's last name? I don't even know.
You don't know?
No.
Are you serious?
Sounds like Mohammed
Arrizabalaga.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, everybody knows.
Dude, you're so stupid. England did win.
Yeah, let's talk about England. England beat Spain.
Yeah, which I think because of that, Sterling needs to be on the nomination for the Ballon d'Or.
He already is. No, he's not.
The front three running. I think he's a better player than Luka Modric.
He's a better player, easily.
How did you watch the game? I didn't watch the game. I was at work.
I didn't watch it.
Were you scared shitless? Right, at the 90.
Didn't Ramos score in the 98th?
Yeah, 98th. And Morata got a yellow card. Why did Morata even play? He does not deserve to be called up for Gibraltar's national team.
Hey, he scored last PL match.
He's so trash. And also Paco, what's his name? Paco Alcácer is one of the players who had such hype around him his whole career. When he played for, or was it Bilbao? Was it Valencia? And then my man's just croaked out of nowhere and went to Barcelona, made a bunch of money, and was never heard of again.
Barca signed a couple players this past transfer window that I've never even heard of.
Well, dude, like I don't know if it's the downfall of Barcelona, but my man's over there. They're not buying anyone. Their team's good. They got a good team, but
they got Messi.
We got Vermaelen, Thomas Vermaelen.
Yeah.
We got Thomas Vermaelen, and like Vidal. Like Vidal came out of fucking nowhere. I never expected Vidal. I wish Coutinho still played in the EPL, man. That would be a team and a half for Liverpool if they still had Coutinho. Yeah.
They got Van Dijk for him from his money though.
Which arguably might be is a better necessity player.
For them.
It might not be like the better player in general, but it's a better necessity because Van Dijk, arguably the best center back in the Premier League. Anyone?
One of them. Yeah.
Who's the best? Who would you say the best?
No, he's the best. I was gonna.
Imagine if they had Marcus Alonso and Van Dijk in the same team.
They have someone better. Andy Robertson.
Marcus Alonso is the greatest fullback in modern era.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just keep going with it. Last podcast was Marcus Alonso is the best. 2 podcasts ago it was Marcus Alonso is the best fullback in the Premier League. One before the one at the past one. Wow, I can't speak. Was Marcus Alonso the best in the world? Now he's the best in modern era. Let's see what happens next week. Stay tuned.
England.
Yeah, every time we try to talk about England, we've just go off topic.
Mohammed just starts talking about some different Chelsea player.
So I think this is great for, obviously, the win is great for England.
No, it's huge.
I think it's also great for Tottenham, United, and City specifically because of how well Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, and Raheem Sterling played during the game. Sterling with 2 goals, obviously Rashford with 1.
And an assist.
Yep. So I think knowing that and playing today just before the Premier League starts again, I think it makes Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola's mind up of who's going to go into the team this week. Yeah. So,
I saw a stat that said Spain hadn't been beaten at home in 15 years.
And they haven't ever conceded 3 goals.
Ever? Period?
Yeah, that's what I read.
In modern
ESPN,
times?
Yeah. Never conceded 3 goals. Maybe at home. I'm not 100% sure if it was just at home or in general.
I think we got to talk about a really big moment.
What?
Our homeboys in Gibraltar.
Oh yeah.
Won their first game ever. Period.
What?
Ever. Yeah, against Armenia, and Armenia had Mkhitaryan playing.
No shit.
The scenes at the end of the game. I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but the scenes of the Gibraltar players just so emotional for having won the game for the first time.
No idea.
Gibraltar is obviously I did some research at one point in my life about the country.
It's great.
The majority of the buildup of the people are English and Spanish.
Yeah, it's a British owned.
Yeah, it's a British owned island, but then they have a segment in it that is owned by Spain or another country. I think it's a completely other country actually, and it's like one little piece. Like it's not. And I'm not talking about like a block owned or like an embassy owned, but it's like a square. Like think of Minecraft. And think of what a square is in there.
It's also not an island, so I apologize to any Gibraltans that are listening.
It's like a fort.
It's a territory.
But it's whatever. But my guys over there literally have like a block owned, and they can't English people can't come in or something like that. It's some fucked up shit.
Dude, this just got pretty deep.
Just listen, like this lineup is what makes me so happy. You have Liam Walker passing it over to Lee Casario.
I don't think any of their players were full-time soccer players. I think one of them is a teacher, full-time.
Full-time. Not a full-time.
How do you know this? Like
full-time.
See, this means
full-time.
Nothing to anybody.
All of them play for one team. There's only one player in the starting 11 that plays for a different team. It's Liam Walker plays for Europa Football Club. Never heard of it because it's not on my manager mode. Everyone else plays for Lincoln Red Imps.
Yeah,
FC.
who are a semi-professional football club from Gibraltar. So none of them are full-time. They're all semi-pro.
Oh. 37 years old striker, 22-year-old. Wow, they all. Well, no, Liam is their star player, and Liam is a professional soccer player.
Ethan Brito is also professional, but other than that, it's just a lot of part-time. Reece Dyche plays for Darlington.
Oh, Darlington, yep. If anyone from FIFA is listening, I think having only 4 leagues in FIFA in England is not okay. I think we need to have all the way down to National League 6. So my boy Reese can play.
I bet they're going to take that into consideration. Okay.
Bosnia won 2-0 today. And Edin Dzeko scored 2 goals.
Congratulations to Edin Dzeko.
You know, there's a kid on our team, on the Bosnian team, who is he played for Omaha. I think they're the Mavericks. That's what they call them. Omaha University Mavericks. He got called up by the national team to play in the States. He's Bišević's cousin. And he is now playing in Slovenia professionally. He's only like 19 or 20 years old.
Damn, it's nice.
Yeah, from the States. So you'll be seeing a lot of us coming through the ranks if MLS finally, or St. Louis finally gets an MLS team, boys, which is looking really good.
I know, I'm really excited about it.
I talked to my brother-in-law. He's very into the whole.
He's a political guy.
He's a politics and stuff like that. And he says that it's looking super good. Like, it's looking really good.
Mohammed, we're getting season tickets right next to
Dude, I told everyone in my family when we were having this discussion. I was like, the second that's released, I'm putting my name on the list and I'm going to buy a season ticket right ASAP.
No, we should get them next to each other. That'd be so fun.
But I'm getting like the really, really fancy, expensive ones, bro.
Oh, well, be nice and buy mine.
The way my bank account's set up, all my checking.
Let's induct somebody into the Hall of Fame, eh?
Edin Dzeko.
I already was going to pick him, Mohammed.
Were you going to pick him too, Ryan?
No.
He's a hater.
I think Edin Dzeko is a great player, but I don't think he is a Premier League Hall of Famer.
No.
Compared to who I was going to put forward.
What about
who are you going to put?
Liam Walker?
Jesus Christ. I was going to put forward Jamie Carragher.
Fuck you, man. I was going to put Jamie Carragher, like, seriously.
Well, then let's collab on it. Let's talk about why he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, one of the greatest center backs, period, without even having to say Premier League.
Of all time. And also turned into one of the greatest on-air pundits. Excellent to listen to him and Gary Neville when we get the opportunity here, which is not very often in America because it's usually Robbie Mustoe.
Yeah.
And
when we do get the opportunity, it's great to listen to him and Gary Neville talk. Just a couple statistics: 508 Premier League appearances, 195 clean sheets. He has less than half a goal a game conceded, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you have just in general his non-statistics of him just leading a team. He's
Absolutely, yeah.
He's a fantastic leader. he's just a force. Whenever you see videos of him when he just barks orders and people look at him like he's a sad puppy because they're scared shitless.
Yeah, and the only thing he didn't win was the Premier League, and probably should have on occasions, but Liverpool were never able to pull it through. That isn't a dig on Liverpool, but maybe Jamie Carragher, I would look back on his career and think that he definitely deserved to win it. And I don't want to be that guy that only puts people that have won the Premier League into the Hall of Fame, because I think Jamie Carragher definitely deserves to be there.
He is, in fact, a good boy. That boy. So.
And also, I would like to add that he is, well, indeed, a good lad. That lad,
yeah.
I was going to concur with you, Muhammad.
So he made his first appearance in the Premier League when I was 3.
What do you mean you were going to concur?
And his last appearance, we were in college in his last appearance, and we were about 2 and 3 years old when he made his first appearance. So that is an incredible career.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely long.
And even in his last season as well, 24 appearances. He didn't slow down much.
No. Guy's an animal. Obviously, he has
I wonder if he's going to get into coaching, or is he going to stay being a pundit?
I would imagine at this point, the amount of money that he is getting paid to do, because him and Gary Neville have such a good rapport together, I would imagine he's going to stick around. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants to get into coaching. Obviously, Steven Gerrard was one of his teammates for the longest time, and he's at Rangers. We don't know for how much longer. But
why do you say not much longer?
Well, I said we don't know for how much longer, but it doesn't seem like Rangers are doing too well currently this season.
Really? I thought they were doing all right. Are they not?
Yeah, Rangers are 6th at the moment in the Scottish Premiership, but also Celtic really not doing too well. They're only 3 points off the top, but you would expect Celtic to be running away with it at this point. They've only won 5 out of their 8 games so far. Obviously, this isn't a Scottish football podcast, so who gives a shit? But what my point is Steven Gerrard may not be in a job for much longer.
I hate Scotland.
Oh, I'm going to cut that out.
I know.
So what do you guys think? Before we get going, we'll have to take a vote. Obviously, I put Jamie Carragher forward, so I'm going to vote yes. Mohammed, it sounds like you want to vote yes as well, but any rebuttal?
He was my original guy, that guy. And
we'll let you pick next week.
Are you just picking and not any of us?
I gotta fucking go.
Oh.
Thought we were just gonna do one a week.
Oh,
That's what we discussed. We've been talking for an hour.
It's fine.
All right, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, talk to me about Jamie Carragher.
I think he's cool.
Yeah, he's a good defender. Spit in... What fan's face did he spit in not too long ago?
I think it was a Manchester United fan after the Manchester United-Liverpool game. I think United won, and he saw the red mist on the highway and spat in a guy's face.
Hey,
with a little girl in the car. Okay, are we voting Jamie Carragher, and I vote yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Obviously.
Jamie Carragher is in the Studs Up Premier League Soccer Hall of Fame, alongside Alessandro Del Piero for some reason.
Yeah.
That was before we were doing the Premier League.
Shall we expel Del Piero from the Hall of Fame?
No, we should keep him as an honorary member.
I agree, let's do it.
I thought it was funny, though, because Muhammad was the one who voted him in, and then, right after that, he goes, guys, I think we should only do Premier League. I'm like, dude, you voted in the one non-Premier League player so far.
No, Del Piero deserves to be in here.
Okay, so we're looking ahead at the weekend, boys. It's Manchester United, Chelsea, it's City, Burnley, it's West Ham, Tottenham, London derby there. Also, Jamie Carragher is in the Studs Up Soccer Hall of Fame. England are on top of the world after beating Spain. Bosnia are on top of the world after beating... Who did they beat, Mohammed?
Northern Ireland.
Oh, yeah. So Northern Ireland are on the bottom of the world.
Ireland.
Oh, God. So next week, hopefully, we will have discussion about Manchester United after they completely destroyed Chelsea this weekend. So we will see.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
See about it. We'll see about it.
But we will be back next week. Thank
See you
you
guys.
for listening.
Bye.
Bye.